Opulence Radio.
This is Mandla N's journey to first call.
On Performers Hub, Screen meets radio.
He's an actor, producer, director, founder of BlackBrain, and formerly known as, famously known as Mandla N, but is Mandla Ngongwane.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That's correct. You got it.
Yes. Welcome again, sir.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Yes. So today we are talking journey to first call. How was it? Well, first things first. When did you know this is the industry or career you want to branch into?
I've always known growing up, especially there was a sitcom back in the day called Martin Lawrence. And also when I was a young man, my dad used to watch your Velapis, your Stumo, and we'd sit there and I'd watch with him and things like that, So from an early age, I knew I wanted to be in front of the screen. And then when I got the opportunity to be in front of the screen, I was like, nah, man, I'm more of a director, I understand performance and that's my thing, But at the end of the day, ever since I was a young man, I've always known that I wanted to be in this industry. Any shape or form in this industry.
This is the one.
Yeah.
So as early as what age?
Jeez, as early as, I'd say even from 10 years I knew.
What?
You know what I mean? I did your break dance. I was in a group back in the day, dance group. I was in choirs. I was in you understand? I did gum boots. I did it all. I did Zulu dance, stick dancing, all sorts of things. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I've always been an entertainer my whole life.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now I'm intrigued to know, where do you come from?
I come from Pimville, Soweto. Okay. Born bred in Pimville, Soweto. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's where I'm from.
And then how did your journey start to now knowing that this is the industry I want to go into, and then now these are the moves that I'm making to make sure that I get there?
I studied at AFDA, but before AFDA, high school, I went to De La Salle.
Okay.
And obviously within De La Salle, there was, arts wasn't as big. So then I did extra art lessons, outside of De La Salle. Okay. And then I used to do plays for like part-time girls because they didn't have guys, and they needed guys to play your Midsummer Night's Dream, your Oberons, your Othellos and all of that. Did a lot of that. And then from there, I told my parents, this is exactly what I want to do. I want to go to AFDA. And they were like, what? You want to go to plays? There's no way we're giving you money to play. Yeah. And I was like, no, this is not playing. You understand? This is what I want to do. This is my life. It's my calling. It's the only thing I do know what to do. Yeah. Luckily, my marks were 44, 43. So they knew. So they were like, okay, cool. All right, if this is a school that's going to take you, great. And then, went to AFDA, did my interview with Dion Opperman, and he was like, okay, cool, we can see you're an artist, you love this thing. And while I was at AFDA, second year I started working. I started, having an agent. My agent was Jaffed Management at the time. And then the first call was a Coca-Cola commercial. For me, it was life-changing. My mom did even umsebenzi. It was Coca-Cola. It was huge. I remember we were shooting in the Bundus. It was a 3-day shoot. And that was my first call. I had billboards. I had, and it was for soccer. It was a Chisa Cup. You understand? And then the second one was Carling Black Label, even bigger. I had choppers, you understand? So at a very early age, you know what I mean? I had, choppers picking me up, me saving people on top of houses, all sorts, landing a plane. Yeah, that was the alcohol commercial.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was like, okay, cool, this guy's a commercials guy. And then immediately after that, I also booked another one with Joel Kayembe. I don't know if you know Joel Kayembe.
Busy, man.
Yeah, but I was still studying though.
Yeah.
With Joel Kayembe. I think it was a Sprite commercial. This lady where, I got in front of her house, I started hooting, and then she was changing upstairs, finding clothes.
Oh, yes!
Remember we spoke about
Let's go!
And then she came out and said, let's go, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was still in second year when I got all of those jobs. And then when I finished after, life humbled me. When you start seeing your classmates, the white guys now, they working with DOPs, they directors for commercials, because who's gonna trust a black creative or a director with a lot of money? And then luckily SABC came on board and wrote City Sesla and gave it to them, and they said, who's gonna write, direct, and perform? And we said, yeah, we are. We'll do it. They gave us a chance. No, actually they rejected us.
Wow.
And then went to the hood. My parents were like, I told you so. This career, it was all great doing commercials, but now what the hell is happening now? And then 4 months later, they phoned and said, okay, we've got a show that's getting cancelled. Come through and give us City Sesla.
Look at that.
And then, after the third episode, it became the highest sitcom in the country.
That thing was pioneering.
Yeah. After the third episode, and then from there, I got a crash course because I was young and I had to manage millions of money because making a sitcom takes millions.
Yes.
So I had crash course within the SABC. I had lessons every day in terms of how to manage their money. And when you look at SABC, you go to the 8th floor, it's with black people because it's all PR and marketing. And then you go to the 10th floor, it's finance, it's only white Africans.
Of course, now.
Yeah.
And then you go to the 12th floor, which a lot of people don't really get to. That's all lawyers, and they were like totally Afrikaans. So for the first time, I went to those levels because they were trusting me with their money. And I was young at the time.
How old was
So
you?
I had to,
18.
18, and then when I was 19, that's when all the contracts and everything, I had to do crash courses and all sorts of things, with the SABC to make sure that I get it right. I'm, and it was timing, right place at the right time. I'm grateful for that because, BlackBrain, that's when BlackBrain was born.
Yeah.
You understand? And without that opportunity, I wouldn't be here today.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be making Piano Lab.
Yeah. We'll be talking piano lab today.
Piano Lab today,
Yeah. I think I want to hear a little bit more about the journey itself of you now. You have this opportunity in front of you. Here's the money. Now you actually have to do implementation.
Yeah.
When you pitch and you write and you get this, like, I will do this. And then now you actually have to execute.
Yeah.
How was that for you? What challenges were there? Casting the team. What a brilliant team. I still remember their faces and
Yeah. And remember, those were all my classmates. Yeah, those were all my classmates. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Them with you.
Yeah. Also, as well, those were the only actors I knew. It's not that I carried them. You understand? It was like, okay, this is all I know. Let's rock it. Let's go, guys. Kumbaya. And then, we did it.
I mean, it
We
was
did
also...
it. And huge challenges. You know what I mean? You buy your first car and you realize that, you're not that rich. You move into fancy offices and you realize that, the money now is finished. You have to start budgeting. You have to, I learned a whole lot about the business side of the industry because obviously I was an artist. I knew how to direct, I knew how to act and do all of that stuff. But the business side, that's what kills a lot of creatives. It's the business side of the industry.
Yes.
You see, also as well, it helped me a lot because I started managing my finances correct. I stand to be corrected because I'm still not that great at it. Yeah.
Is anyone really
I don't think
ever
it's,
that great at
There
it?
are people that will tell you where every cent is.
Yeah.
They understand their money.
perfectionist.
You understand? Yeah. So there are people that really, really understand money. That's why you've got accountants. And beyond that, you got chartered accountants. You understand?
Yeah.
So there's people who know money. So And also as well, you know, I was really great because I hired people who were smarter than me.
Yeah.
Yes, that's always the trick, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. So that's why I'm here today because, you know, my team, I think, if not all of them, most of them are really smarter than me. They understand the business, they understand their craft, and I'm just grateful for that. Yeah.
So I take it that is also your first acting game.
Yeah. It was my first long form acting. But remember, before that, I did the commercials.
Yeah.
But it's like 3 days, 2 days, and you're not doing much. You're looking at the bottle.
Yeah.
You're not really doing much.
Because I was wondering, commercials not really acting.
You know,
because
so it was
very
more the
quick.
look and all sorts of things.
Yes.
But then the acting, it was, I mean, I was excited. I loved everything. Everything was new to me, you know, learned a whole lot. And remember, because it was my baby, you know, I used to do the art treatments and look at them with the art department people. And remember, I'm hiring people who've been working for years.
Yeah.
So now I'm learning, this is how you put your treatment together. Okay, cool, all right. And then wardrobe treatments and makeup treatments and all of that.
Yeah.
So I was heavily hands-on.
Yeah.
That's why now, you know, when people come and say, okay, cool, this is my budget, I'm like, yeah, but you haven't looked at that because I had to do it for years.
Yeah.
You understand? Wardrobe, same thing. Art, same thing. You know, so you can't really fool me when it comes to that. You see?
Sure.
But also as well, I know how to train people because I trained at a very early age.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of directors, you know, DPs, producers, I know exactly how to train them, you know. So I'm more of a training center more than anything. As BlackBrain.
As BlackBrain.
Yeah, we train everybody. the ones that are working now, the biggest directors we have in the industry,
Yeah.
chances are they trained at BlackBrain.
Wow.
You know, the biggest producers, art, wardrobe, makeup, chances are they trained at BlackBrain.
Hey, let's hope fellow performers,
We're gonna train at BlackBrain. Yeah.
you're gonna train.
You're gonna come back and have the
that
story one day and say, I trained at
BlackBrain.
BlackBrain.
Listen, isn't that amazing having your first long form and then also hiring yourself, giving yourself your very first script?
But remember, they had to believe in me. I had to have someone believe in me.
Yes.
And you know, within the industry, I guess within life, it's very hard to find people who believe in you. You know, and when you do find those people that believe in you, you must hold on to them forever.
100.
Yes.
This story is actually reminding me of your journey, Zamge. Because literally what you are doing right now, it sounds exactly what your mother did. You started your craft, you met people along the way and you brought them towards a dream.
Beautiful.
You know, I feel like we're gonna be having this story later on in life. So you remember when we started.
I get.
And you must hold on to her because she believes in you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I believe in her too.
Done.
Why is the matter making us want
Yeah, no.
Someone is shopping onion. Come on. But ladies and gentlemen, that is from the awesome, multi-talented, Mandla N. So we are going to cap it right there. I'm going to go to music. And if you have any more questions, but we are going to have to let him go now because it's been an amazing hour. He's been here from 6:30 to 7:30. The time now is 34 minutes after 7 and it's been amazing. Before we go to music, but Mandla, last words?
Thank you very much for the support on Piano Love. Keep supporting BlackBrain projects, your Ispeton ETV, your Isita on ETV, and we've got a whole lot of content for you guys this year, so we can't wait for that, and I really appreciate your support. I mean, BlackBrain is nothing without you guys, so I need everybody to go out there, go on Netflix and watch Piano Love, because that gives us, you know, a chance to get an original.
Oh yeah. And what are your handles on social media?
Oh, it's Mandla_N on Instagram. I'm really on Instagram, but everything else is.
It's always business.
Yeah.
We went through your Instagram trying to find your picture for the post, and there's no picture. It's just reels.
This is reels. Yeah, no, definitely.
And then BlackBrain?
It's BlackBrain_SA. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, BlackBrain_SA, that's on Instagram. And trust me, we'll find you. At the end of the day, you know.
Yeah.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Yeah, we will.
Oh, it's been amazing.
Thank you.
Sis Melissa, please come also share your handles. Socials, yes.
Yeah.
You graced us with your presence. We have to appreciate.
Cool. So mine is actually very simple. It's my
Yes.
name and surname, Melissa Naimuli, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything. Yeah, and then just follow BlackBrain.
You heard that. Okie dokie. Thank you so much. You guys have been amazing. We hope to have you guys again soon.
Invite us back. We'll be here every day. This is very
No,
nice.
we are from
This is
here
a safe
on,
space. We love
we are
you.
going to every single set.
Yeah,
You guys are going to set visit. That'll be amazing.
Oh, yeah.
come and visit.